Title: Informal Economy and Untaxed Work. Ever taken cash-in-hand jobs to avoid the taxman? Felt richer today, only to pay a heavier price tomorrow? Meet Mia, rideshare driver and weekend craft seller in a bustling global city. She keeps most of her earnings off the books, believing that untaxed cash means real freedom. No invoices, no payroll deductions. Just cold, hard money in her pocket. But here's the catch. Untaxed work in the informal economy isn't harmless. It carries hidden risks, no social security, no health insurance, no legal protections. It's a gamble with your future. This is the story of Mia and how one choice almost cost her everything. A sudden accident with no insurance payout, a shocking fine for unreported income, a sleepless night worrying about what would happen next. Across the world, from Delhi's street vendors to Sao Paulo's day laborers, millions depend on informal work. They chase quick cash, but often pay a deeper price. Stay with me. We'll explore how the informal economy works, why it's so tempting, and what Mia did to protect her security. Because one smart decision today can save you from permanent regret tomorrow. Mia is 28 and lives in Berlin, a city of startups, busy streets, and hidden opportunities. By day, she drives for a popular rideshare service, picking up passengers and navigating traffic. By night and weekend, she crafts handmade jewelry and home decor, selling her pieces at local markets and online via private messages. Her setup is simple: rideshare driving. She takes cash tips from passengers who appreciate her friendly service. These tips never go through her rideshare app, so they stay unrecorded. Weekend craft sales. She displays her goods on a small folding table at weekend markets. No invoices, no receipts, just cash exchanged, and a smile. Mia prides herself on staying off the radar. She transfers only enough rideshare income to her bank account to cover necessary expenses: fuel, insurance, app fees. Everything else she keeps in an envelope at home. She believes, the more cash I hold, the more free I am. Cash in hand means quick access to money without waiting for bank transfers. It means fewer bites taken out by taxes and fewer questions from any authorities. It means she is the boss of her own earnings. This lifestyle lets her pay rent, fund her travels, and save for her dream opening a small cafe in her neighborhood. No tax forms, no audits, no delays. But beneath this sense of freedom lies a fragile balance. No safety net, no official record of her earnings, no protection if something goes wrong. Today, Mia feels confident. Tomorrow, she may face a surprise fine or a denied insurance claim. And that promise of freedom? It may come with a cost far higher than she ever expected. The term informal economy covers all work that happens outside official government oversight. These activities share three key traits: untaxed income. Workers earn money in cash or via private channels that are never reported to tax authorities. No tax returns, no payroll deductions, no official records. There is no registration, no employee ID numbers, no formal contracts, and often no business license. Transactions are private, undocumented. No social protections. Because earnings aren't reported, workers miss out on health insurance, unemployment benefits, and pension contributions. Why do people enter the informal economy? Better immediate pay. Formal jobs can be slow to pay. Informal work lets people get cash today, helpful for daily expenses. Less bureaucracy, no need to register a business, fill out complex forms, or follow strict labor rules. For many, the paperwork alone is enough to stay informal. Lack of formal jobs. In some places, formal employment is scarce. People must find any way to earn: street vending, tutoring, delivery work. Flexibility. Informal work can fit around family duties, studies, or other jobs. It offers control over hours and clients. How big is the informal economy? This isn't a small corner of the workforce, it's a massive part of it. In developing countries, the informal sector can account for 70–80% of non-agricultural employment. Even in high-income nations, about 20–30% of workers engage in some informal work. Worldwide, an estimated 2 billion people rely on informal jobs for at least part of their income, almost 60% of the world's workforce. Key takeaway: the informal economy thrives because it meets immediate needs: quick cash, low barriers, and flexible schedules. But it exists outside the safety net. No taxes paid means no benefits earned. No records kept means no proof of work when it counts most. Next, we'll explore the risks that come with untaxed work and how Mia's cash-in-hand freedom can quickly turn into a costly trap. Untaxed work can feel liberating at first: cash in hand, no forms, no one watching. But it comes with real risks. 1. No health coverage. In formal jobs, part of your salary pays for health insurance. If you get sick or injured, you have medical support. In the informal economy, you pay every medical bill yourself. A routine checkup can cost more than a week's worth of rideshare tips. 2. No pension savings. Formal workers contribute to a pension or retirement fund. Informal workers like Mia have no automatic savings for their old age. When time comes to stop working, they have no safety net. 3. No unemployment aid layoffs and slow seasons hit everyone. But formal workers may qualify for unemployment benefits. Informal workers get nothing. No income, no support, no fallback. 4. Vulnerable to accidents. When Mia crashed her rideshare car, she needed medical care and repairs. Her official insurance did not cover commercial use-only personal driving. The uninsured portion came out of her pocket. Without formal registration of her driving income, she could not claim any compensation. 5. Risk of fines and legal penalties. Governments track economies through taxes. When workers or small sellers don't report earnings, authorities may impose heavy fines. In some countries, informal vendors have their goods confiscated. In others, repeated violations can lead to legal action or even jail. One rainy evening, Mia's car slid on a patch of oil. She hit a guardrail and walked away shaken but unhurt. Later, the repair bill was $1,200. She had no claim to file. That month's tips vanished in a single payment plus medical co-pays for minor injuries. She told herself, "I'll save up." But another emergency came first. Car troubles, then a plumbing leak, then a family need. The money never stayed in savings. Cash feels safe until it isn't. Untaxed earnings slip through your fingers in a crisis. The freedom of working off the books can turn into the insecurity of having nowhere to turn. The risks of untaxed work are not theoretical, they play out every day across the globe. India, GST fines for bazaar vendors. In Delhi's bustling bazaars, many stall owners sell clothing, electronics, and street food with only a cash register and a hope that no one notices. When India introduced the Goods and Services Tax, GST, vendors were required to register and file returns. Those who continued informal sales faced sudden raids by tax officers. Shilpa, a sari vendor, received a fine of Rs50 for failing to register. She lost weeks of income and nearly closed her stall. Without the paperwork, she had no defense. Mexico. Day laborers and seasonal slowdowns. In Monterrey, day laborers gather at main intersections each morning, waiting for contractors who pay cash. There are no contracts, no guaranteed hours, no worker protections. When construction slows, these laborers earn nothing. Carlos, who built walls 4 days a week, found himself sitting idle for 2 straight months after a building boom ended. No unemployment aid, no health coverage. He turned to informal side hustles only to see those dry up too. Italy. Unregistered home workers locked out of aid. In Milan, many immigrant women work as domestic helpers, paid under the table to avoid labor regulations. When Italy offered emergency social aid during recent lockdowns, benefits required proof of formal employment or recent social security contributions. Anna, an unregistered home assistant, had cared for families for years but had no pay stubs or tax records. She discovered that without formal registration, she qualified for zero support, while her registered peers received stipends to cover lost work. Each of these real stories highlights one truth. The informal economy offers short-term freedom but brings long-term vulnerability. Without formal registration and tax compliance, workers worldwide face fines, lost income, and a lack of basic protections proof that untaxed work's hidden costs can outweigh its immediate payoff. Formalizing work transforms risk into stability. Access to microloans and grants. Registered businesses qualify for small loans and government grants. These funds fuel growth, equipment purchases, and emergency needs, helping workers plan, not panic. Insurance and social protection. Formal workers can join health insurance plans and contribute to pensions. If illness or accidents strike, they receive medical coverage and income support, avoiding dangerous out-of-pocket costs. Legal contracts. Written agreements protect both worker and client. Services, payment terms, and dispute resolutions become clear, reducing misunderstandings and ensuring fair treatment. Building credit history. Regular tax filings and bank transactions establish credit. Good credit opens doors to larger loans, partnerships, and investment opportunities, accelerating business growth. In Mia's case, she registered as a micro-entrepreneur. The process was simple online, with minimal fees. Overnight, she qualified for a small equipment grant and a basic health plan. Her rideshare earnings and craft sales now flow through official channels, building a reliable track record. When her car needed major repairs, she accessed an emergency business loan at a low interest rate, something she never could have done as an informal worker. By formalizing her work, Mia exchanged temporary freedom for lasting security and set the foundation for future success. Steps to comply: register online. Use your country's one-stop tax portal, just a few clicks to get official. Invoice digitally. Mobile apps make receipts and records quick and simple. Record cash sales. A notebook or spreadsheet keeps your numbers accurate. Find free help. NGOs and community centers offer no-cost tax advice. Moral lesson: short-term cash feels good, but untaxed work has hidden costs. No health cover, no pension, no safety net. Formalize early to protect your future. Before you take that next cash job, remember, pause. A moment's thought prevents months of trouble. Breathe. Weigh the risks of fines, lost benefits, and legal penalties. Plan. Register, invoice, and document every sale. Mia traded temporary freedom for lasting security. You can too. Talo follow for real-world finance lessons. Subscribe to stay tax smart and future secure.